trying to get this set up right. God damn it. How y'all doing? What's going on, Capricorn? Capricorn, I fucks with you. Oh, I already did Capricorn. Aquarius, how you doing? Same still goes. Aquarius is I fuck with you, but it's just been real crazy. So I'm sorry I'm getting this reading out past half of September, but hey, readings are timeless and the energy is what it is. Actually, and I just needed a little music going in the background because it's been a heck of a day. It's been a busy day. My adrenaline is still running high, and here I am. Aquarius or cross watchers, if you guys are interested in hand-picked stones, hand-picked gems that are of great quality, that are hand-picked by me at the different conventions and places in my area that sell them, I do have them for sale. You can visit me at the Astro Link, and that's on Instagram at the Astro Link. And if you want to purchase something, just DM me, and pretty soon, or you can email me. My email is down in the description on this video, and eventually I think I'm going to put my website back up. So it's just so much going on. I just gotta take it one step at a time. So let me turn this down. That's Buju Banton Memories. Buju is a Cancer. What do you know? In case you all are wondering why I said that, I'm a freaking Cancer, okay? And I tell you, Aquarius is always one of the signs. Y'all get on my nerves, but I love Aquarius. Is like, I would have to say you're probably one of my favorite zodiac signs. My sister is an Aquarius. My cousin slash brother is an Aquarius. Let's see what this is. I don't know why it's turned over. And yeah, that's true. So Aquarius is Aquarius. You all are really stuck. My adrenaline has been so high, and I've been going and going and going. I can't even settle my mind to think of any messages that may... I take the cards that I feel, guys. As of lately, ever since I've been using this deck, I really like cards that fly out and then drop out, even if it flips over and it stands out to me. So if you see that I'm not taking every card, it's because it didn't speak to me, but the ones that do speak to me, the way they fall out or the way they flip over, I'll put them down. So not cheating or anything, just saying. So I'll keep shuffling until I get some more cards, but I've been going so much that I didn't even still myself or quiet myself long enough to get any messages before coming into this reading. So we're just gonna get right to it. And I don't know how many cards I'm gonna pull. I'm gonna just pull till I feel like stopping. So I can already see with the cards that are sitting here. Before this moon card even come out, how I felt about Aquarius is that you guys are stuck in the past. You're stuck in the past, and you got money on your mind, or maybe there's an older motherly figure. You could be dealing with Capricorn, Taurus, or Virgo, but I don't feel like this is in a relationship sort of way. I feel like this is more like a parent. And I feel like a parent or elder or somebody who guides you. And I feel like because of things, let me start the music back over. Because of your past. So this could be your childhood, your relationship with your parents. You may have had parents that were divorced or that were split up. You didn't grow up in a house, you know, all of your childhood years with both of your parents in one house. And I feel like Aquarius, you all, and I don't have a lot of room to record on my camera. I got to delete some stuff. So we're going to do 5 cards and call it a day for those. And then we'll do these. So Aquarius, you may be feeling like there's something that you are missing. There's something from the past that really fucks you up. And I really feel like that. And I feel like there's either an elder in your life who was either, whatever it has to do with, I feel like whatever this is because even if the situation I said because this is a general reading, so this is not going to be everybody's situation, but you could take it and apply it how it fits. So maybe it wasn't a parent, but maybe this happened like in some other way. Maybe it was particularly a relationship for you or something, or maybe this is something your kids are going through. But I really feel like Aquarius is dealing with some deep-seated hurts that are keeping them stuck in the past. Like there's almost a refusal to move on, and you may not have had these cards. Let's see what these other cards are. Yeah, makes a lot of sense. And you're fighting. Oh my gosh, this makes a lot of sense. You're fighting with those people, but the person that I feel like you're fighting with the most is yourself, Aquarius. And I feel like you may take a lot of pressure or a lot of burdens or a lot of faults. And let me tell you something I also noticed. I'm the type of person where, of course, that one fell out. This just fell on the floor, so we're going to take it. Let me move these up so you guys can kind of try to see the whole. Oh, jeez. So you guys can kind of try to see the whole spread. So one thing I want to say about Aquarius is that I noticed, of course, I read astrology books and stuff, but I am a person who's very much so into real life examples of astrology, right? And for some reason in my mind, all the data that I can collect from the people I know, the different signs I've known, I just store that data, whether I write it down or I store it. I remember my experiences with people of different zodiac signs very vividly. And for some reason, I'm able to tie together the connections. And one thing I've noticed with different Aquariuses, like I just told you, I have a cousin, but he was raised by my grandparents and my parents. So not my parents specifically, never lived with me, but my mom and my aunts and everything, they had a lot of hand in raising him because his mom did not raise him. And then my sister has been through some things as well with a parent, with our parents. So I noticed, and this is not to say any other sign doesn't, because many signs have parent issue, parent drama. But what I noticed is it may be of a different nature. And I find with Tauruses, I said Tauruses, because I'm thinking about some of the other fixed signs and how I even see some of these things. I see some of these things I'm about to say with Aquarius. I see it with Tauruses, but I don't believe I've known enough Tauruses to kind of say that. But then I started thinking about Scorpio, and it could also happen with Leo as well. So anyway, this is what I'm saying. A lot of times I notice with Aquarius is there has really been some trauma in the childhood. And of course, trauma in childhood always stems from our guardians, our parents, who's ever in charge of us, right? But there's usually like a really serious thing with one of the parents. Like some of us may not have had the best parents. I did. Some of us may not have had the best parents, but they still raised us. They got us through, and they didn't produce complete criminal, sadistic members of society. You know what I mean? All of our parents, nobody's parent is perfect. And we all come up with issues from our childhood that we have to resolve throughout our lives. But the degree of the severity of those instances is different from person to person. And what I noticed with the Aquarius is they have some really, and you guys chime in the comments. Let me know if it's true, because this is how I compound my data. I like real life experiences. It's not enough just to go read an astrology book. So I noticed that they have serious issues with one of the parents. To the point where the parent may be around, but may not be able to raise that person or have abandoned that person. You know what I'm saying? To the point where the parent may be alive, but for some reason they're not in the person's life. And I swear to God, so it could be things like mental illness, jail, that may have taken a parent out of Aquarius's life. And I swear to God to you all, as I'm sitting here saying this, another Aquarius, because I'm thinking about Aquarius as I personally know, and then another Aquarius who this happened to, I don't know where this came from. It must be the spirits, it must be God. Kenya Moore. So this is like a public person that a lot of you all may know. She's on Real Housewives of Atlanta. She's a former Miss USA, Miss America. I don't know which one it is. And you know, she's a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful woman. I think Kenya Moore is one of the most beautiful women I've ever seen, but her attitude and her character and behavior are almost as bad as her looks are as good. And one of the things, she's an Aquarius, and one of the things she's been through in her life was she was abandoned by her mother due to her mother having mental issues. So it's just crazy how that just came off the top of my head. So anyway, getting back to you, Aquarius, is I'm saying all that to say is you may really have some things you need to tie up with a parent, with a mother, with a father, forgiving, going back and visiting these issues, because right now I feel like you're fighting, but I feel like you're fighting blind. I feel like you're trying to find your way, you're trying to find your meaning and your purpose in life, or what is going to drive you, because we all need a driving force, right? For some of us, it's our kids. For some of us, that's not enough. For some of us in life, you need things that are going to motivate you and that are going to drive you just to get through the day to day, because this earth can be a rough place. And I feel like you all have had fights, and so this Five of Wands, so even if it's not with other people, with friends and family, you're just looking at the things you've been through, and you see how these issues from your past have affected every area and fabric of your existence in the relationships that you have in your life, whether that be with a partner, with your girlfriends, if you're a guy, with your guy friends. It's really had an effect there. But it's a lot of information that hasn't been communicated or that's not out in the open. So either you still trying to figure out how you feel, Aquarius. Maybe you need to express these thoughts and these feelings to someone, but you haven't. And maybe it's a thing where you're trying to find yourself and even understand who you are, what is going on deep down inside, and using those gifts and those things that are inside of you, Aquarius, to heal some of these things. And in turn, find your purpose in the world and how to help and heal others, because Aquarius is reflect on themselves a lot by looking and understanding and being inquisitive about the experiences of the world and experiences of other people. And with Aquarius, is like when I had said y'all get on my nerves earlier, it's not really that y'all get on my nerves. It's not one of those super smooth friendships like, say, me and a Gemini or me and a Leo, but I so appreciate Aquarius because I think you guys are hella smart. I think you are hella ingenious and different. And I love people who don't just go along with what I say. I love people who can give me a different opinion, who are willing to contest what I say. Now, Aquarius, is y'all do it too damn much. Aquarius is live to debate and argue. But I really do value Aquariuses, okay? So I got the true love, the flirt, and the getting to know each other. Maybe you all are in a relationship and you realize you don't really know yourself. Maybe you have found somebody that you truly want to settle down with. And I'm going to read this two ways. Aquarius, you may be dealing with different partners. So maybe there's somebody that you really feel is your true love. Maybe you're married. Then there's somebody else you're entertaining. Would not put this past Aquariuses. And you're trying to get to know everybody. But I think the person you got to get to know the most is yourself. I don't see it's anything external outside of you that's stopping from clearing up a lot of this confusion in your life or confusion with your emotions. Because I really think this is an internal personal thing with Aquarius. I don't think it's external. I don't think, feeling trapped. And this is the Eight of Swords, feeling trapped. That's in your head. That's in your head. That's inside. It's a mental prison that only you can let yourself out of. And I'll read what's on the Eight of Wands. It says, you have what it takes if only you believe in yourself. Thinking that you're powerless when you're not. A lack of self-confidence that keeps you from getting what you want. But I have a feeling this isn't going to go on for too much longer. Yes, you may lack the self-confidence. You may lack the self-aware. Well, I don't think Aquariuses aren't self-aware. It's one thing to know, but it's another thing to change it or to act on it. You know what I mean? But you may lack the wherewithal to come outside of yourself and actually make a change and move in a direction to free yourself from your feelings having you trapped, from your family having you trapped. Whatever has you emotionally depressed and trapped, you have the I don't want to say possibility, but you have the capability to totally change that and go in another direction. But it's all happening in the dark. It's all happening internally. You may even have a cat that you feel is like your little witch friend, sort of like Sabrina the Teenage Witch or something like that. And this is hilarious because my sister has a black cat. And I just told you guys my sister is an Aquarius. But you see how this card is very dark, but it's the Fool. The Fool is taking a leap. It's just jumping off into the unknown, really following your passions and dreams, Aquarius, because anything you want, you can absolutely have. But you do a lot of thinking, but you got to turn that into action, Aquarius, because you have so much to freaking offer the world. It would be a shame if you let this mental state or this emotional state, which you surely don't express. So how you feel emotionally, you don't always truly express that to people. And this is definitely, okay, we got two more. Oh yes, just what I love to see. I know my Aquariuses are gonna have victory. And then we got the Lovers, the Gemini. Make a choice to be victorious, Aquarius. It is all up to you. The power rests in your hands. It is not up to anybody else. You have to make a choice. Why isn't my music playing? You've got to make a choice to be victorious, because you've got a choice for happiness and harmony, and to have the things that are really going to make you happy and get you where you need to be. Because you got to understand, some of this stuff that happened a long time ago, you can't ever change. And if you are still here, breathing, cognizant, you know, you're not a vegetable crippled somewhere or something like that. If you have your senses, your four limbs, and the ability to have a decent quality of life, that is always another day to do things the way you want to do them and to be happy. And at some point, Aquarius, it's just a choice. But, you know, you fix signs, again, Taurus, Leo, Aquarius, and Scorpio, you really hold on to things. And childhood traumas, I feel like, affect you almost the most because you're fixed signs and you can't let it go. You cannot let it go. And even when you look at someone and you may have perceived a person to be wrong, you got to ask yourself, did that person take care of me? Did they try to do their best to take care of me? Did they try to provide for me financially? I mean, anything short of abuse. You might not have had the best parents, maybe cold, or maybe didn't give you that love and emotion. But, you know, our parents, unfortunately, parents, there's no guide to parenting. Even if they wrote one, it's bullshit, because there's no guide. Nobody can predict life events in every single person's life. There's no guide to perfect parenting. There's no guide to it. And our parents do the best they have, the best they can with what they have. And that's all I can really say. But I know victory is yours. And I know Aquarius is capable of being truly happy. And the Six of Spring, which is the Six of Wands, says, wonderful news is on the way. Smart choices that bring rewards. Success and public recognition. Aquarius, if you want to be in front of the public, if you have things to offer, if you have some insight, some intuitiveness, if you have some smarts or something mental to offer to people, you need to offer that. Because once you open up and people get to know you, they in turn admire you, Aquarius. You are a very unique sign, and I want you to honestly realize that. But you've got to walk away from your past. You got to walk away from your past and these bad memories in order to get to your future. And that's all inner work that you've got to do. So, Aquarius, is much love. I hope that helped. Leave me a comment. Hit my inbox. Hit my email, I guess I mean to say. Visit me at the Astro link on Instagram. Buy my stones and gems. Like my video. Subscribe so my shit can circulate around this fucking YouTube. And I thank you, Aquarius. Love always. Madam X, Frequency Real Radio. Talk to you later.